All right, so compliments of New Balance. They actually sent my wife over a pair of some of my favorite running shoes this year. And so I wanted to get her perspective on whether or not they're good or not, how she likes them, and just get her overall feedback.
Rebels?
So these are the New Balance Fuelcell Rebel V4s, but you have a special colorway too. They actually sent over a rad one. This is Cindy McLaughlin's colorway, which I don't think that they sell this one anymore. So just for context, she has tried the Rebels in the past. Did you know that this is actually the Rebel V3?
Oh.
You actually have, so she doesn't really know her models very well. But this is her Rebel V3.
And these are 5s?
Those are the 4s. So this is a new version of that. So side by side, look at these shoes.
They look way better. They've done a lot of changes to this part.
The midsole is way
Totally different.
more geometric,
Yeah.
right? Like it has lots of
And it has
crazy
more
lines.
foam.
Yeah, that's the Fuelcell in the midsole.
And then it has better grip, it looks like, too.
I actually have my pair here for comparison too, and
get it.
check the weight real quick and see what yours was. Yours is 6.1 ounces, and go ahead and check this one, 6.3. So it's 0.2 ounces lighter than the previous. Mine weighs in at a 9.5, it weighs in at 7.5 ounces. One obviously key differentiator between myself and you, obviously, I'm a little bit bigger. But for me, like these are soft and squishy on feet because I weigh more and I can squish down on when I walk. For you, you're a lot lighter, so you're not going to feel that heel squish as much. But do you notice?
No, there's definitely a lot of bounce to it.
Yeah. So Fuelcell, historically speaking, Fuelcell is like the fast foam that they have to have responsiveness. So quick step and then bounce back versus like the fresh foam stuff, which we'll have another video talking about the 1080s because she actually got a pair of 1080s as well. The 1080 Fresh Foam X is more of like cushioning for to absorb the shock of your run, but not necessarily crazy responsive, propulsive. We're gonna give these a run and then maybe have a follow up for you guys as well, so she can actually run in them because she does run.
There's something different too that they did with the toe. I don't know what it is, but these like have been coming in on me and actually like rubbing up against my toes.
Do you think it's because they're too narrow? So you did get a wide version.
Yeah, I actually like the wide version a lot, honestly.
Which is crazy because
I don't have a super wide foot. I don't think. I mean, I don't know.
You don't. Well, that's interesting to call out. I prefer. I always tell people. For myself, I always tell people that for Fuelcell, I prefer wide. For Fresh Foam, I prefer normal, like width, and maybe for yourself as well. That's helpful because you do have extra wiggle room in your toes on this one.
Yeah.
If you guys are interested in buying a pair of these, though, they're my favorites. Like I already said, $140 price point. They're amazing. Link in the description of the video if you guys want to buy them. And if you guys do buy them, it supports us. It supports this family. It allows us to do this thing that we love doing, and we greatly appreciate it when you guys use our links. So thank you. All right. What do you think so far?
I like the arc a lot.
Really?
Yeah, it's good and cushiony.
Do you feel like you're
super stable?
Does it feel snappy?
Snappy.
Responsive on your feet?
I like these a lot.
Do you think you can outrace me in a run?
Of course.
I don't think so. All right, so we're back in the house, and you gave it a go. And the Rebels, what do you think overall? How they felt when you were running around?
Nice running shoe, high arc, which I liked. I mean, not like high, but like supportive arc, I guess you could say it is.
Let's pause on that real quick because I think that's something to note. She has like really high arc on her feet, and I have like a flat foot.
Yeah.
So it's fun to be able to find a shoe that we both like are like, this is a great shoe, and this is one of those shoes where we're both like, this actually works for me. And I'm like, I was curious to hear your thoughts on the arc and stuff, and that's good to hear.
Yeah, I like them a lot. Super breathable. I don't have sweaty feet, but if people had sweaty feet, this would be very nice for them. But it also is good to have breathability, I think, when you're running or working out or whatever, too. I felt like it was supportive overall. Like there was a good amount of cushion, but it wasn't like overkill.
That's good to note as well because like for me, like it's so soft and squishy, but for you, like I was telling her this on the V3s, I was like, they're so soft and squishy, but for her, you didn't feel super soft and squishy.
Nuh-uh.
So like, I was like, wait.
But I think it's just like difference of height and weight and probably, you know.
which is what I value. The fact that like something that I'm passionate about, like these, I got her these and I just thought she would like them more. She liked them, but not as much. And then I think that these ones are
I didn't even know that these were the same type because these are so different for me than these ones are.
Yeah, they really did a full revamp
Yeah, they
ground
really
up.
but a good revamp.
Yeah. It's been so exciting to see New Balance. I mean, here's my pair as well. It's been so exciting to see New Balance just completely redo the shoe. Look at how much I cooked this one. I wore this one in
Vegas?
Vegas, and then
Yeah.
also in Arizona. It just went because it's so nice and
Yeah.
like when it's hot.
But I
like,
do
breathable.
love the like neutral colorway too of these. That's like can just go with anything.
Yeah, that's
Really.
all Sydney. Like she did an amazing.
Yeah.
This collection is really good, but they also do have other colorways on New Balance's website.
I like
that I
all
really
the
like.
colorways. Honestly, they're really.
These
I
are my
like,
favorite.
Those are really nice.
The
Those
Cyber
like
J's.
teal ones.
Those ones were wide. Yeah, that was the
No.
other thing. So they
I
do
actually
offer regular
really
wide.
like the wide versus the standard. Honestly, for these ones.
Yeah, you were saying that these ones.
Yeah, the toe was like just too narrow for me, but I feel like the wide ones were like perfect toe
Yeah,
wise.
that's great to hear actually as well because you don't have like a super wide foot or anything.
No,
So
I don't think so.
I do feel like the racing shoes typically are like a little bit more narrow.
Rebel by name, rebel by nature. The Fuelcell Rebel V4 will change the way you look at the everyday trainer. The propulsive feel of fuel cell technology creates a remarkably responsive underfoot that can quickly adapt from long, steady runs to something shorter and more spontaneous. Additional details like the streamlined mesh upper and race-inspired accents to dynamic upbeat trainer design to bring an element of fun back to your run.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And then Fuel Cell foam delivers propulsive feel to help drive you forward. Geometric midsole extends wider and stacks higher than predecessors. Gusseted tongue. Do you know what a gusseted tongue is? Like,
Yeah.
so it's attached so then it doesn't shift left or right very well or too much. So I personally like gusseted tongues, but I don't, that's my only complaint about this model. I don't prefer this style of tongue, how it's kind of like curved and forked tongue. I like it just a standard traditional tongue on a pair of shoes that has a little bit of foam on top. Do you like this or what's your preference?
No, I like it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, different strokes, different folks. That's what I really value your opinion.
Did you say different strokes?
Different strokes, different folks.
Oh, okay.
I value your opinion.
Thanks.
Okay, and then, but yeah, the weight is also pretty light as well. Like, can you speak about that a little bit? Like that, I feel is lighter than the predecessor.
Definitely.
But this is insanely light too. So
Yeah.
like comparison to, I guess, other footwear, like having something that is this light, breathable, responsive, like.
Can you close it on for a second? What? She wants to take out her earrings for swimming.
Tell her no, she can't take them out.
No, she can't take them out. She's only had them in for a week and a half.
They'll close, yeah.
Just make sure they're secure in the back and they'll be fine.
And just to give you guys a little context of that little interruption, our little girl Mads had her ears pierced. It's so crazy. I can't look. This is insane. Watch this. This is actually the first time I've ever watched anybody get their ears pierced. And she was such a little trooper. Anyway, that's what the interruption was. Back to the video. But yeah, it's the fact that they made something that's like light, breathable, comfortable. It hits a lot of my boxes for like the perfect comfort shoe. Is this a shoe that you see yourself wearing on what type of occasions?
Like 3-4-ish miles are kind of my average runs, and I would totally wear them for this. I have also worn them for just like regular everyday walking around, like running with the kids, that kind of thing, which have been great. But yeah, for runs I think they would be phenomenal. They're great.
I'm very.
Yeah.
You don't know how to. You guys probably understand. Like, I'm so excited that you finally got a pair. I actually tweeted about it. I was like, I got my wife a pair of these shoes. Like, she's gonna be so stoked. I'm genuinely excited because it's just like one of the shoes that I've like recommended to everybody 1,000 times because they're so good.
Sizing was like spot on, like 9 out of 10. Stability, I would say 9 out of 10. Breathability, 9 out of 10. Traction was good, 8 out of 10. Comfort, 8.5 or 9 out of 10.
That's pretty solid.
Overall, yeah, really
Especially
nice.
for
Especially for 140, like
Yeah.
that's pretty remarkable.
it's a pretty nice
honestly.
value. It's
One of your favorites.
yeah.
I need to start running 3 or 4 miles.
That's our goal for the channel is to get me a runner, to be a runner, maybe. I mean, I'd love to be able to do that. I'll start off with my half-mile bursts, but
You do really, yeah, you're fast.
bursts.
You're a burst runner.
Yeah, well, and then I get tired. Anyway, we'll work on it. All right, thank you for joining us. And we also did get another pair, so you guys know. Check back on the channel. We're going to be reviewing these because the 1080 V13s, the other fan favorite of myself. I want to know
You always wear those.
Yeah, I do. But I want to know a New Balance sent these as well for you. So we're going to have her compare the two shoes and see which one she likes the best. So check back on the channel. Appreciate y'all for stopping by, watching. Have a good rest of the day. See you guys.
Bye.